Hey guys, it's Ringo at the RSFA. I'm at the Tamko booth again. We're watching these guys throwing strike. Well, he just missed it, but they've been throwing balls at this display over here, just beating it up. But the shingles are taking it pretty well. So listen, I got Tim with me today. Tim, good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. So I want to ask you. Listen, I hear a lot of people talking. When I asked specifically about what shingles to use in Florida, I was wondering if you could give us a professional opinion. Tell us why I would use Tamko shingles over anybody else.
So with regards to the shingle itself, I think the shingle's built differently. It's specially built for wind resistance. Outside of the shingle itself, I would say Tamko's 81 years in business. We're family owned and operated. We're an American-made shingle, wholly owned and operated in the U.S. Third generation American dream type story, right? Started from nothing, built it into an American dream. With regard to the actual shingle, we've built Titan to stand up to hurricanes, and it's been proven through the last 3 storms that we've had. We've not experienced any losses of roofs during Ian, Milton, and Helene.
So I worked a little bit in Ian, and I know it was a war zone down in that area. So tell me how, like, you're telling me shingles didn't come off the roof. How was that possible?
So we had 2 things that really affect the wind resistance of these shingles. The first one is easy to see. It's called the anchor lock layer. It's right here on the back of the shingle in the common bond. And what it does is it stops the nails from being pulled through or being blown through an installation. So it's a polyester strip that's truly embedded in the shingle. And like I mentioned, it goes right into the common bond, so it's part of the integral part of the shingle. It's really right there. Okay, so that's the first thing to stop the wind, and that's the easiest thing to see, right? The thing that's a little harder to see is that we use 2 separate sealants here. This sealant is a laminating sealant that holds the shingle together. All right, that's put together in the factory. We want those 2 parts to always stay together, never ever come apart.
Okay.
All right, this is our sealant. This sealant here is so aggressive. All right. We're seeing seals in an hour on a roof on a normal day. So guys are up there, they're putting shingles down. It used to be 3 to 4 weeks before you saw an actual stick.
Like a curing or whatever.
Right, for this to actually aggressively stick to the next shingle down. We're looking now, I had one put on the day before Ian. It was sunny that day. It sealed and it stayed on through Ian. Right through the 150 mile an hour wind.
That's really impressive.
So that's the main differences. There are some other differences here. We've got an Ultramax weathering layer with extra asphalt on top. That extra asphalt helps to hold these granules onto the shingle, making the shingle last longer and look better. It also lets this sealant grab into those a lot better.
Got it.
Stop for pull up. So those are the main things. That's your elevator version of why it's better.
Well, I love that elevator version. That's fantastic, because I stopped by here earlier. They showed me that strip. I was blown away. No one else has that strip, and they have a pull test here. We're not going to do it right now, but they had this pull test. They were having people come over here, put these shingles on. They actually have other competitor shingles. They literally, I want to say that girl was 10 years old earlier. The girl 10 years old tore the shingle off there. She could not tear the Tamko off there, but they're having people, contractors all day long. It's really an eye-opening test. It's really kind of cool. One quick question. I'm a solar guy. I've been doing solar for 15 years in Florida, and I hear from consumers all the time that they're concerned that once we put solar on their roof, what does it do to their warranty? So can you speak to that for us, please?
Sure. So the warranty changes in one way. Wherever the solar penetration happens, the mounts for the solar panels go through, we remove 12-inch diameter of warranty around that. Beyond that, warranty stays the same. So only difference is you got solar panels on it.
That's fantastic. I love it. So, and then the wind rating, is there a wind rating on this product?
Yeah, so we wind rate at 160. With a 4-nail install. Now you guys are going to put 6 on in Florida. That's how it works. 6 is the rules, but we've tested well above that. And again, we saw 150 during Ian. Real life wind, and didn't see any damage. So you get 160. You also get a Class 3 impact rating with this. That's kind of what we're testing over here in that baseball throw. We're showing that these guys are throwing the ball upwards of 72 miles an hour has been our high throw today. From 12 feet away, it's breaking the plywood behind the shingle, but it's not breaking the shingle.
Oh my gosh, that is so crazy. I may have to take a separate video to show those shingles, because they do look amazing, and I've been listening to sound all day. I got here about several hours ago, and I keep hearing this thud, 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 and I was like, I didn't know what was going on. So I come over here, and they're throwing a baseball at these shingles, and they look fantastic. They look like you just put them on there, so I'm very impressed with that. Listen, is there anything else, any last minute, anything that you can think of that would put Tamko above anybody else on the market?
I think just the colors we have, the fact that we're truly American-made, owned and operated. I think that means a lot. It's really important to support, U.S.-based companies. Small company, really, but large manufacturer. And the other thing is, I guess the one last thing I would say is that we don't just build these things. We build all the stuff that goes in them. So we don't just assemble shingles. We build the asphalt, we build the fiberglass, we build the strip, we build the sealant. So we build all of the parts that go in, with the exception of the granules. We don't do the rocks, but everything else we build. So you're getting something that we can control the quality of from start to finish. And that's different than everybody else.
Got it. Awesome. Guys, when you're thinking about shingles this year for the hurricane season and talking about getting them replaced, because we seem to be getting more and more of these storms in Florida market each year, think about Tamko. Even if it's a little bit more pricey, and I don't know what your price is compared to others, but I don't care what it is, I would strongly urge you to look into Tamko shingles. Thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate it. Have a great day. See you guys.